Okay, so let's just go through the routine and what we've done so far. So we start with the feet in wide parallel second, slight softness in the knees, tight tummy, usual stance, head is down. This right arm lifts up, 2, and then this left arm comes across, pull across the arm. As this arm drops, we then come from the right shoulder to the left shoulder. The palm is facing you as you extend this hand, extend the arm, keep reaching. When you get to the final point, you then turn the palm over. This right arm then comes in and it pulls back across this arm, comes across both shoulders and then down. We then come into a contraction and then opposite movement. So we ripple through, really open up, take the arms up to the ceiling, and then the one hand grabs the other and you pull it down into the chest as if you're kind of holding on to something quite precious. As you're coming out of that movement, we then came over to this left hand side. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, contract, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, we're on a fondue, so a bent supporting leg. We tendu that working foot, and then from the tendu, pick the foot up so it's off the floor and you're pointing that underneath foot to then push back with the hands, so push into the heel of the hands and send the leg back. Watch the arch here, so really hold on to those abdominals and head is just stacked on the spine. So we tendu, release these arms, bring that foot up and then push back, push into the heel of the hands. You then take a heavy swing with this front arm, just let it come across the body, and then both arms come into play as you then wrap round to the other side. You draw the right foot in, and then we step out. And it's quite a wide parallel second that you step out to. This right shoulder then rolled forwards, came down nice and heavy, and then as you roll it back, it turns your body to face the side and you come into quite an arched position. And then there's like a little ripple, just an adjustment of the spine to bring yourself sort of more neutral. And then this front arm peeled back, you're holding, you reach down to that back heel, and then this top arm up is nice and high in your back bend. Okay, so if you're struggling to get down to your heel, then you can obviously just come onto the hamstring or something, but keep this top arm nice and high, just so it gives the illusion that you're in a bigger back bend than you might be. Okay, so I'm going to carry on. If you haven't done this routine before, if you kind of skip back a couple of weeks to this class, then there's a breakdown really slowly from the beginning. So we've come into our back bend. Okay, so from our back bend, you pull up, and as you pull up, you're going to extend and tendu this back leg. And here, as you do that, this palm then comes to face you. You pull the arm down as you bring that leg in, and then you step out, and there's almost like a little hip circle with this foot before the heel lowers. You have to step out nice and wide, and then a little circle of the hip. This back shoulder then comes through, and then we take a little turn now, and you're on flat feet. So you're going to bring this front leg to meet the back leg, and we swivel round on flat feet. Knees are together, inside thighs are together as you turn round, and your arms kind of come into the chest, so you come into quite a tight inward position. All right, so you've done your shoulder roll, your turn. So from that inward position, you then come into a big outward position. So it's another big step out. Make sure you kind of point that foot before you place it, And this front arm takes a big port de bras up to 5th and opens out. Okay, let's go up to there with music. Then we'll add on the other bit that we did, and then go through it a couple of times and then add on a new bit. Okay, so here we go. Oh, 2 seconds. Okay, that's it. Bring this other arm across. Take it across the shoulders. Look into the palm of the hand. Keep following the hand. And then turn, reach, reach, reach. This other arm comes in. Across. Into a contraction. Big outward stretch and up. Grab the hand. Come in. Into a tendu. And push back. Heavy arms. Both arms. We bring the leg in and step and shoulder.
Nothing prepare me for.
Roll back and turn.
Privilege of being yours.
Straighten that spine into your back bend. And we pull up.
If I had all
Step out. Circle the shoulder forward. Turn. Oh, big step.
if I had all
Okay.
seen how you see.
Sorry, I just slipped there. So yeah, you come into the turn, so stop on the turn before you then step out. Okay, alright, so from here, you're going to bend both knees again, and the back arm just comes straight through, and it comes up to shoulder height, just a nice gradual arm up to shoulder height. And then we are going to pivot on this front leg, and if you remember, we extended the back leg, so we turn to here. Yeah, so you push up and off the front foot. So from here, you're going to shift your weight onto this front leg, release the back leg, extend the leg, and come round. And you just kind of then fall onto the front foot. The arms as you're turning are just by your side, so just keep them held. You come out of the turn, and then we step with this back foot to the back. It's like a little drag. Yeah. The knee will then bend. As you do that, this arm comes up. You tendu, and then we come onto the demi-point and just apply a little bit of pressure, and the hand can come down as you press, and then tendu as you pull back and bring it back in, and then we step onto it just to take a half pivot turn, swivel turn, and this arm comes in. So this arm is basically kind of mimicking what the opposite leg is doing. So, you know, it's open to your own expression as well. So from here, you'll come down, you'll tendu, you'll push, come back in, and then we'll turn. And as you come round and you're here, then make a light fist with this hand. Alright? We're then going to take a ripple through. So from the ankles, you'll send through, you'll tuck the pelvis, roll on up. Yeah, and at that point where your head then stacks back up onto your spine, you're going to rise. Now these arms need to be a little bit more exaggerated in the hold, so nicely curved to the back, squeeze them back, so squeeze the shoulder blades together. We rise. You then come into quite a contrasting, powerful movement, if you like, to then just bring the arms around. So you really wrap them round. You come out from that rise on the demi-point onto the flat, bend the knees, wrap the arms, and then just slowly, slowly unfold the body, and then we walk front leg, back leg, okay? And that's where we're finished. So that last little bit then, you've done your swivel turn and we stepped out. This back arm comes through, so your chest is square, yeah, from here. So we're going to take the weight onto this front leg, turn, step, drag to the back. We undo here, push into the foot, pull back and pivot round, and then we slowly ripple through the body. We rise when we get to the top, and then round, and really go through the spine to round the spine and contract head last, and then slowly straighten up and 2 walks forward. Okay, so let's see if we can pick it up from somewhere. Shoulder forward, now into your turn. Big step, arms through. Swivel and drop. How you curl your lip when you concentrate enough. I wouldn't know what I was living for. But I've been when you come out of your wrap, you're going to slowly roll up, just a gradual roll up, and just bring your head to the front, and then as you start to walk, just take it back in the direction that you're travelling. Okay? Alright, so let's just go from the top up to there. Your love is my turning page. 2, 3. Drag this right leg in and then just take a drag turn round to the right. So slow, slow, quick, 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 in, drag turn, and 2 seconds. That's it, just come, so this is square to you. I just want you so you're slightly off and fast, all right? So you walk, walk, 1, 2, 3, turn, step. And just keep these arms held. And the shoulders have a feeling of being quite square and wide. So even though there's a softness to the dance, you've still got the strength. All right? So, from there, so this is where you're walking, 2, and 1, 2, 3, touch, step, up.
Your love is my turning page.
Okay, so we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so nice gradual unfolding of the arm. Keep it quite rounded, quite wide, so rather than here, so take it away from your body and up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and so just bring this right foot across and the arm will come down, and then we pivot on this right foot and then a little sort of chassé passé across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, chassé through. And as you then step back onto that right foot, the hands will come from the back and the palms are facing outwards, and you're on a straight leg, tournure devant, but there's a little bit of a contraction here. Okay, so let's just go back a little bit. So you're walking 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and drag, turn, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pivot round, step back. Okay, and let's just take it back. Each other. All right, a little bit swan lakey. Okay, so you come round, we step back, push. So you turned out. From there, we then step. Yeah, so from here, yeah, you're coming, arching this back. And then we're just going to pull back to release this front leg and just step. So just come sideways on for now. All right, so, and again. So walking. as you can, and if you can't travel, then add a sense of urgency to them. Right, so even if you can only sort of travel up to here, it would still be sort of, yeah, you're in a hurry to get there. It's urgent. Okay, so we've done our 3 walks, and then just we take our drag round and step, 2, 3, 4, and. So you kind of need that and on the fondue to then help you push off, chasse through, step back and reach, 2, 3, 4, step, step. And then you've just got two last counts here to end the frame. So step, step, reach up, out, round. Okay? So step, step, you pivot as the arms come up, and they come up by the side of the ears, fingers displayed, up, out, and then again it's this kind of contraction. You really, really reach those arms out of the sockets to then wrap. Alright? So, we've got walk, walk, 1, 2, 3, drag, step, up, 2, 3, 4, and pivot, round, step, whoops, and deep lunge, 2, 3, 4, step, step, pivot, and wrap. Alright, so, shall we go from the top? Yeah? Let's just quickly go over it, just mark it through, and then we'll do it a couple of times. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn the palm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We contract and we arch all the way up, grab these hands, pull them in, we come over to this left side. We tendu, pick that foot up and then push back. So even things like here, as you bring the foot in, there's like a preparation before you then push back. So it's a little bit like with port de bras arms in ballet. If you're taking a sideways port de bras, for example, you generally kind of always reach in the opposite direction first before you then come over. It just gives you a little bit more length, and it just adds a little bit to the aesthetics as well. Okay, so we push back, we've got this heavy swing, big wrap, you bring the foot in, step out, then we've got this shoulder roll, you roll back and that turns your body as you arch, adjust the body before you then come into your back bend. Don't go into the back bend with an arched back, yeah? So make sure you really engage this core, tuck the pelvis under and then go in. We then come up, pull the leg in, turn the palm, step out, remember a little bit with the hip, and then we roll, we take our spin, big step out, the back arm comes through, we're going to push off this front foot, and then we take a drag back, tendu, push, and then step back, light fist, ripple through the body, we rise up, wrap, head, and then we walk, walk, 1, 2, 3, drag, turn, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, chasse passe, step back, and push, 2, 3, 4, step, step, up, out, round. Alright, let's go from the top, see how we get on. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. So look at the palm. Keep reaching, keep reaching. contraction. Round. All the way up. Grab the hands, pull them in. And undo. And push back. Heavy swing. Both arms. And we come in. And step. You can lift the focus here before you then come down. Round. Up. And onto the back. And we push up.
If I had only felt the warmth within your touch.
And we swivel turn. Walk.
If I had only
Big
seen
step.
how you smile.
Arm comes through. We pivot on this front leg.
How you curl your lip when you concentrate enough. I wouldn't know.
Take the fist, rip through.
But I've been
And walk. 2. 1, 2, 3. Up.
your love is my turning.
And up.
Only the sweetest words remain.
Step, step.
Kisses to mine and touch.
Alright, lovely. So we're actually just over halfway through. Alright, so let's do it one more time. So I'm not going to call it out this time, see if you can remember. So just remember with this, you're telling a story, so you're conveying the expression through your body movement, through your facial expression as well. It has to keep moving, it's very fluid. If you remember what we talked about in terms of the story, it's kind of discovering her new body, so everything is like amazing, and so it's quite tactile as well. So just think about that when you're dancing, rather than, I know you're busy thinking about what's coming up next, but even if you go wrong, it doesn't really matter. It's more about sort of the interpretation and enjoying the music, and that comes through into the dance. Okay, so here we go.
Nothing prepared me for the privilege of being yours would do. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch, if I had only seen how you smile when you blush, how you curl your lip when you concentrate enough, I would've known what I was living for. But I've been living.
But yeah, let me know what you think, if you'd like to carry on with it, or if you've had enough of lyrical and fancy a change. I don't mind, we can change it next week. So well done, keep practicing. And like I say, if you want to go over some of the beginning bits a bit slower, then just skip back a couple of weeks or something, and they should be at a nice steady pace. So well done folks, see you soon.